Facebook? Oh, there it is down there. Go live. What do we got? I think I got my clock set right there, so we'll give it about 9 minutes. Don't forget to get the telephone line going.
I don't see Facebook yet.
It's there.
Got it. Yep.
Okay, I show right now on the real-time clock 7 minutes and 54 seconds.
Facebook is 18 seconds behind YouTube today. And what's it say on the real clock?
I want you to tell me your time. You tell me your time, please.
7:48.
7:38, so it's only 10 seconds.
Oh, awesome.
That's on YouTube, right?
Yeah. And then
Yeah, I've got it medium latency is what it's set for today.
wonderful. And it does look like or Facebook is about 20 seconds behind YouTube.
Okay, so one's about 10, one's about 30. That sounds about right.
Yeah, Facebook is usually way behind. That's the norm.
Wait a minute. I apologize.
Is your audio coming through about the right level on your headphones?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Where am I? There I am.
As usual, we have the Facebook comments available for display, but nothing on YouTube.
Okay. Life can be like that. And you can pop them up on Facebook, can't you?
I can pop
Okay.
them from Facebook.
I'll let you control that today then. Thank you.
Okay. Only problem is Facebook's so far behind YouTube, they're usually not relevant any longer.
Yeah, maybe just some of the intro stuff. You know, if people come in a minute or two ahead of time, we'll just get some of the people who joined us.
Sounds like a plan. So if you're out there in Facebook land, say hello and we'll highlight that.
Aloha!
YouTube?
Well, from California, that is.
From California. YouTube, we'd love to highlight you too, but our little bridge deck isn't connecting, so we're working on that, or I should say Michael is working on that. We have 13 quiet people on YouTube.
Better to be seen and not heard, apparently. Yeah, I don't see him coming through a new blue titler either, so we'll just deal with it on the screen.
I think I scared one of them away.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Bill.
Hello, Bill.
The Facebook peeps are shy. Mary, are you out there? We miss you, Mary. Welcome to the membership.
I think we've got Sylvia coming in today.
Oh, good. Sylvia's mother. Remember that one?
Don't.
Sylvia's mother said. I'll play it for you.
I'm sure you will. But maybe not where we get copyright infringement on YouTube or
Right?
Facebook, please.
Well, my singing won't get a copyright. It'll be more like a takedown notice.
Oh, I see. I thought you were going to play it. Oh, you're going to play it. Uh-oh.
Bill, the comments do work. We can see them, but we can't highlight them and put them up on the screen the way we would like to. But we still see you there, and we're glad that you're with us today. Where are you at, Bill? Where are you calling from or staying home from? What's the real time?
2 minutes and 45 seconds now
Okay, so yeah, it's only about 8 or 9 seconds behind.
on YouTube.
Oh yeah, Bill is in Toronto. We love Toronto.
Boy, was that a great city.
One of the most beautiful, most art I've ever seen. I loved it.
Do you realize it's almost been 2 years?
Oh yeah, I definitely realize.
Time flies by when we're having fun.
Yeah, it's one of those places we want to go back to.
And it's one place you got to be careful for the bridge players, because anywhere they get a lot of snow, they've got a lot of time to play bridge or foosball or those things, so don't mess with them.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to do a convention in Toronto, honey.
Yeah. That would be awesome. So on the list of things to do down at the bottom, we'll have something about a message there that talks about if you're not watching it live, to scrub forward, since we're having the full 10 minutes, I guess, would be left on. I won't be trimming it, so we can keep our comments.
Right, yeah, Michael and I were having a discussion last night regarding the rendered YouTube videos. If we cut off the beginning part of it, then all your comments go away, and we really enjoy having those with us. So we're going to leave them on, and for the most part, the show usually starts about 10 minutes after the video, on an average, but we're going to try to put something up on the front of the videos,
Which she said.
if it made sense. Did I have a subject?
I really like this kind of screen with all the different buttons going by.
I love
You know what that
screen.
represents?
My life.
Yes,
a
I guess so.
padlock.
That's right, a
Computers, hearts,
never-ending
questions.
circle.
Lots of questions. Check.
No, it's the Stream Deck. This button I have where rather than to have to go to the master control panel, I have a button where you can kind of have, all the different cameras.
Ah.
So say from here, this camera to that camera. Oh, it looks like I've got a hearing aid. This is actually just what I use to listen to Grace and people call in. But yeah, look at that.
Hi,
man.
Patty. Welcome.
There we go. Get rid of
Is
that.
John with us today? I like that you hit that thumbs up already. Woo, even before the show. Ooh, yeah,
Wow.
I like that. Hit those thumbs up.
Thank you.
Get us some juice.
Yeah. We're going to have to get a super chat in here one of these days so we
Yeah.
can really get the action.
We've had 33 at the highest so far live. We want to try to get that up to at least 50, and maybe by the end.
3, 2, 1.
Go.
Greetings, Bridge fans. Michael here at BridgeHands, and welcome you to another day. We are on Hump Wednesday, and I hope you're having a good one wherever you find yourself, and we're looking forward to some more hands where the defense never rests. And right, when one finger's pointing out, 3 more are pointing back at me, so be careful with that. Anyway, I think we have one of our members, an Ultra member, that's going to be calling in a little bit. I wonder if she's on the line. Don't hear yet, so I'll just talk a little bit about the defense. I had something from the other day. You recall we had the concept of the over rough, also called the uppercut, which is where yesterday it was where everybody had 3 cards in the heart suit. The person who was on lead had an extra one, still had 1 remaining heart. And so they were playing before the declare. And if the declare roughs high, then the partner just doesn't play the suit. So if you got like Jack third and the declare has ace, king, queen 5 times, yeah, it kind of presents a predicament for the declare. Yeah, if they could get in the lead, they would go ahead and play their ace, king, queen and drop that Jack 3 times. But in this case, that is what we learned about the uppercut. And one of the things I think I've mentioned before, but I'm going to recite this a couple times. Shh, this is a secret just for us in bridge. And that is that, you know, when you start taking a look at the cards or thinking from a bridge teacher's perspective, you'll get new neural networks. It'll be easier for you to remember this. It's not like just, oh, Michael told me, or I learned it at a hand one time that went by very quickly, or I just read it quickly in a bridge book. But it helps to reinforce, just like when you hear something, that's nice. But if you're maybe more visual, you like to see things. If you're like my mother told me the other day, I like to have hands-on. I like to do kinesthetic. I want to see the cards being played, Michael. So there's different modalities, and if you can use more than one, it will help you to remember, learn quicker, and have that greater retention span in the long term, as well as the logic, because a lot of these concepts you can use in one spot, and it will be adaptive to somewhere else. So just something to think about. And so in that hand yesterday, remember I talked about everybody had 3 in the suit, except the person on lead had 4. Does it have to be that way? Think about that. Could it be where it's a different type of shape? Yeah, it could. It could actually be where a side suit is being played, but maybe it's 5-4-2-2. Maybe the declarer has 2 and your partner has 2. And once again, you're in the east seat and the declarer's in the south seat. And you say, well, okay, I'll go ahead and play another one in the suit. And are they going to rough? And how high will they do? My partner can duck or my partner can take it. So we call it the over rough or uppercut. And another aspect of that you will learn, because this happens to all of us, is that sometimes when we have a chance to rough in as declare, how high do we want to rough? Oh, we'll rough with the 9. Well, maybe they've got 10-4 against us, so they just play the 10, where we could have played the higher cards in the suit and maybe reduced the damage. Something to think about. Well, okay, we're going to go ahead and start taking a look at the hands here. Excuse me a second. I'm going to go to another screen. And we're going to start with hand 6. We have 2 hands today, and I think that you'll find that one of them we're going to play 3 times till we get it right. Yes, Grace.
Hi, Michael. Before you get too involved, I do want to go back to yesterday for just a moment, if I can.
Okay. What do you got?
All right. Bernice had a question at the end of the show. I hope you're here with us, Bernice. We're going to ask about the bots, and she wanted to know, do the bots watch partners discard the cards, and do they play accordingly?
Huh. Let's see if this button provides me some answers.
Maybe? Maybe?
No, it's not maybe. It is.
Yes.
It's a yes. It definitely does. Now think about it. If you were designing a program, here again from the teacher's perspective, from the coder's perspective, you would want to know that just like a player does. You would want to take a look at signals, and so maybe you will even false card sometimes not only your partner, the dummy, who will be watching your plays. You know, is it encouraging? If I encourage my partner, it's going to know that, and it'll probably try to lead back to me after it's got on the lead, back to the suit I'm encouraging. And so it will definitely watch you as a partner. And yes, it will watch the opponent. So if it sees you voiding a suit, and it says, oh, the human voided the suit, so the dummy partner must have all the rest in that suit, it'll know to finesse them, just like a real person. So I think the answer is indubitably, absolutely, it will do that. Now, will it always do it correctly? And will all bridge programs do that? Well, it depends on the algorithms. But Ginsberg Intelligent Bridge over on Bridge Base Online, and the ones that are more sophisticated, that have been around 10 to 20 years, will do that. So yes, thank you for asking that question. Do we have Sylvia on the line yet?
Sylvia, I haven't heard her call in. Sylvia,
Okay.
you want to go ahead and call in to your call-in number? That should be in your email that Michael gave you. Make sure.
Yeah, I see what happened. I'm going to have to hit the stream button again. So apparently it was down long enough that Wirecast said, no, I don't think there's anything here. So
Will that be a new link then?
No, it should be there. It's coming up on YouTube. That's a good sign. Okay, it looks like we're going to be able to go here after all.
Woo! He's tenacious. He gets that from his German side.
Jawohl.
Oh, we're back.
Hey, everybody. I think we are back live again. It's the internet is exciting today. So just like your bridges sometimes. So, you get where you think you're focused at the table. And I'm trying to think of some of the things that have happened to me. We have Sylvia with us. Sylvia, are you in the East Coast or where do you reside? I thought you were East Coast.
I live in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario, Canada.
Another Ontario. Oh, yeah, good stuff. So I come from northern Minnesota myself, for sure. So, hi, neighbor.
Sylvia's going to join us today for the hands of the day.
Yes, okay. So I don't know if you can see the first hand here, but...
No, I can't. On my screen, I see you.
Oh, okay.
And,
well, let's see. I am transmitting, so hopefully in 15 seconds or 30 seconds. Are you on Facebook or YouTube?
Okay. I've got YouTube, and I do see a hand.
Okay.
Okay.
But the all this technicality about volume normalized, et cetera, is showing on my screen, obstructing part of the top hand.
Okay.
The north hand.
That's okay. You're not supposed to see any hand except for the east hand. I have the rest of them masked and obscured, so that's the way it should be, so that we, just like we're at the table, we pick up a hand. And this is an opponent in this hand, and so it's a 4-4, 3-2, 2 aces, a 10. If we had one more point and a singleton, we might, but no, it's not a 12-pointer, so it's going to be a pass, and I'm going to go ahead and make a note on the screen here so we can all be
Michael,
kind of in sync.
honestly, the screen that I'm looking at is you right in front of the hand right now, and in the top right-hand corner is maybe it's something that my computer has generated, so I don't think this is going to work for me today.
There might be like a little pop-up. Is there like an X by it that you can click off of it? Or
Another day. We are on
okay.
Well, you just go ahead and I'll tell you what. I'll go ahead and do some discussing and discussions, and if you can see the hands at some point, we'll continue.
I got rid of that dialogue box that was.
Hey, boy, you're good. Did you hear that? She said dialogue box. You must be a programmer. Well said.
No, but your face is right in front of the hand.
Oh, okay. Well, on my screen and what I'm transmitting and what I see coming back from the server shows that I am next to the hand. I am not in front of the hand. So I don't know what's going on your screen, but this is the way we're transmitting it. So just you can just listen along, and we'll talk generally. And if you see the hands that make sense, fine. But I'll just keep it moving, Sylvia, just like you'd want me to do. So it's a 5-3-3-2 for the south hand. It's ace, king, queen, 5 times in spades. 3 hearts, okay, they're little, mediums, and an ace doubleton in clubs, and jack 9 3 times in diamonds. Not the best suit there. But we have 7, 8, 9 high card points in spades, 1 distribution 10, the outside ace of clubs 14, and no, we're not going to open it 1 no trump with all our honors being in the black suit, so that is going to be 1 spade by the south. Okay, over to the west hand, and it is a, not much there. It's a 4-3-3, but we have king, queen, jack, third in hearts, and a couple jacks, thirds in the black suit, 4 small diamonds. It's obviously going to be a pass. Over to the north hand, what's going on with north? So they've heard their partner south say 1 in the spade suit. And they think, I have 3, the 2, 3, 4. But hey, that brings us an 8-card suit. We have our golden fit. And I do have 6 points or more, but we have king, queen, 4th in clubs, that's 5, and king 3 times in diamonds. So it's just going to be 2 spades. a sign-off bid. And going back to south, you have how many losers now? You've got a suit fit. You got 3 loser in diamonds, 3 loser in hearts, 1 loser in clubs. That's 7. Nothing in spades because we don't count anything after the first 3 once we have a partnership fit. 7 losers. No, we just have a minimum hand. Our partner is saying they have 2 tricks. So if we've got 7 losers and they say take away 2, that's 5 losers. That means 13 from 8 is 5. We should be able to make our 2-level contract. So Sylvia, that is the plan. So far so good. And it now is going to be up to east since the defense, west, since the defense never rests. Let's see what west is going to do. That's that 4-3-3. They've heard, 2 spades, 1 spade, 2 spades, all passed. We've got 6, 7, 8 high card points, including the jacks. We know they won't take tricks, but hey, and they stopped at 2. I think they have like maybe about 21 to 22 points between the opponents. I don't think they have 23, or they might invite. So, okay, so I think our partner should have a good 10 points, maybe 12, but not enough to open, so it'd be a bad 12. So, yeah, our partner's got something. We know that. That's what we should be thinking at this point. So our lead, King, Queen, Jack, a sequence, is certainly better than leading away from Jack thirds. That's normally bad leads. We could lead the top of nothing from the 4th diamond, but let's go ahead, and we're going to get our tricks one way or another in the heart suit. Grace.
Hi, can you uncover the south hand, please?
Okay, I sure will. Thank you. I'm going to, in fact, uncover the north. No, I'll take that back. I'm going to show the... Yeah. Well, right now, until I make my lead, no, I'm not going to show the cards. Thank you for the question, but once I make the lead, then the cards will come down. Sorry about that.
Disappearing act there on Michael.
So, okay, it's going to be the King of Hearts is going to be the lead. And now we're going to take a look at the W. That's going to be the west and the north. West and the north somewhere. There it is. Okay. So everybody's looking at the dummy, and the dummy reveals what we've seen before, that King, Queen 4 times in clubs, King 3 times in diamonds, and 3 small spades, and the 3 hearts, 4-3-3. Okay, and we look for partner's signal, and our partner's signal is the 3 from the east hand. So looks to me like they don't want us to play hearts, but hey, where did the ace go? Nobody played the ace. We think our partner has about 10 points. I think our partner must have the ace of hearts, but they don't want us to play it. So what are they trying to say? Not lead a spade, not lead a club. The King, Queen, if they have the ace of clubs, they'll always get that sooner or later. But that diamond, I think they're after that King of diamonds. I think my partner must have the ace and maybe the Queen of diamonds. That's why they're discouraging to have us not just continue, because I'm showing a club sequence, and obviously it's not high-low or something, which are normally bad leads. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and play a diamond. Maybe the top of nothing with the 8, or I don't know if they'll play the small. Just see what they do. Maybe they only count the top of nothing on the first lead, not afterwards. Okay, so they go with a small. Okay, that's fine. And, they win with the Queen, and nobody takes it in the south, so it looks like they must have the ace then. Okay, very interesting. So what do you want to do in the east? East, we're going to show your hand now in the dummy, so that's going to be northeast. There's the northeast coming up. So there's the east perspective. They saw the partner play a King of Hearts, and then they're now switched to a 3 of diamonds. And yeah, I guess you'd like to get that King, so you want to get back to them. You know that they've got the heart, so you can underlead the ace because that King was from a sequence. And you know by your partner's got at least a handful of points. So, okay. What did Larry say? Rinse, lather, wash, and repeat? Let's try it again, Sam. So, okay, so it's a heart back to the jack. Okay, we know it's the King, Queen, Jack, and the 10's in the dummy anyway, so we know how long that suit is at least. And they're going to come back and lead another diamond. This is like working peachy so far. And unfortunately, we didn't have the jack over in the east hand, so we're going to have to go up with the ace this time. We would hope they would have gone up with the king over in the north hand, but no, the declarer was smart enough not to do that. So, what do you want to play next? I wonder if anybody has any thoughts on this. I'd be curious, is that what they're thinking we should do.
Sylvia, you have any ideas there?
After I took the after I took the queen of diamonds, and West played another diamond or another heart, I would take my ace of hearts.
Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to take that ace of hearts, so that's going to go away. And hey, that's just what they did, the ace of hearts. And now that's what, 12 hearts been played.
John S., he agrees. The ace of hearts.
Yeah, do you want to go for that uppercut? Do you want to play the 13th heart? You know
I would
that.
say so.
Yeah, you know your partner has already showed the king, queen, and jack of hearts, so they don't have a lot more points, I don't think. If we had, what was it, 10 or so ourselves. So, yeah, I suspect you might want to. Let's just try another heart and see what happens. Shall we, Sylvia?
Yes.
I don't see anything better. The clubs don't look that hot. You know, if we got the ace of clubs, that's not going to go anywhere. If my partner has the ace, I doubt they'd have that many points left. Diamond, well, unless our partner's going to rough, and since we've only got one, I don't think our partner's got that many. They led the top of sequence earlier. So, okay, we're going to lead another heart, and we're going to show all four hands. And Grace has got a comment.
John says that the partner may over-trump only 4 S high and Debbie.
Hey, somebody knows and remembers from the other day. Hey, it's sinking in. So they're saying, what about that uppercut thing? What if our partner's got jack third? And as you see it, sure enough, that was it. We knew that South had started with one spade. Well, they have 5 of them. Maybe our partner's got like a singleton king. Would that do it? Yes, it would. Do they want to go up with the ace? They do. My partner in the east, west just doesn't play the king. So there's different combinations where this could actually be quite interesting, including Queen Doubleton, right? If they want to go up with the king, fine. If they don't, then our queen wins. So you can see it doesn't have to be this jack third combination. And that was where if you start setting cards down, you take one suit and say, when can it over rough? When can it do the uppercut? And so precisely what we did there. So Sylvia, congratulations. Let's give her a big... Nailed it.
Thank you.
So we're going to go ahead. The second hand is not going to be quite so easy, but you know, we're going to try 3 times where the person's well, the defense isn't their best. Not that it's a bad defense. It's, I think, one that a lot of us might do about the same way, and that's what kind of makes it fascinating, because we are all human, and that's how we learn from. What do they say? For those who don't study history are doomed to repeat it. So here we go. And this one, which hands do I want to show? Well, this is hand number 7, 5, 6, 7. So I guess South is going to be the first one to come up to the screen. And, oh, look at that West. I don't know if you can see the West. Look on your screen. It'll come up in a second. But, you know, when I developed these masks for it, I thought, well, I'll make them fairly big in case there's like a lot of cards in one suit. And I can see like a little red something trying to get out of the left side of the West hand. So that makes me laugh. Yeah, what's peeking? Somebody's trying to peek through there. And it would be the high card. It looks like it's could be a heart, and it could be a, I'm not going to say. You'll see it pretty soon, but don't look there. Not supposed to look at your opponent's cards. But on that note, that's a good side story, is that when the opponents don't chest their cards, we want to ask them. We don't want to have it take an unfair advantage. Although Oswald, Jacoby, he sometimes, the opponents say, hey, you're showing us your cards. Say, well, everybody else looks at them. You should too. But, yeah, we ask the opponents, and I think as a good player in our area, Grand Life Mastery, says be careful to chest your cards, especially if playing against professionals or top players. They may look. So, okay, anyway, the south hand, getting back to it, it is a 6-3-2-2. Ace, King, Jack 10 6 times, and Queen, Jack 10 in diamonds. Jack Doubleton spades and 2 small hearts. Grace, yes.
Just a couple of questions regarding the last hand. Marcia wants to know, do they throw the Jack of Diamonds in the last hand or trump?
Do they throw the Jack of Diamonds in the... Well, yeah, the Jack of Diamonds, it was in the south hand. We wished we had it over in the east hand, so we wouldn't have had to go up with the king, but life is like that. So it was kind of an immaterial card. We just needed to, after we got the first 5 tricks, is then to be able to see if we can do an uppercut on the spades. Next question.
All right, and just one real quick comment here from Scotland. Eric says that my grandma always said 1 peek is worth 2 finesses.
I forgot that one. Thank you for that. I've heard that one before.
Oh, all the way from Scotland to
Yes,
America.
okay. So getting back to the hand. So south is, we like this hand. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 distribution. 8 plus 2 is 10. Nice suit there. Equals 10. 3 in the diamonds. Although if they have the ace king, but we're going to count it for 3 points because we don't know what's going on. Nothing for the spade. So we got about 13 points. So yeah, opening 1 club. And Sylvia, what do you think about the shape of this hand?
Michael, unfortunately, I can't bring that hand up on my screen.
So. Okay, no problem. Well, it's a 6-3-2-2 with ace king.
Listen, I think I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Okay, that's good. Okay, well, thanks for trying.
Okay.
She's a good sport.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. So, anyway, so it was 1 club, and then we're going to go take a look at the west hand and keep on rolling. And, well, that's the point I was going to make to Sylvia. Where there's 1 long suit, there's probably somebody else also. And this is not a 6-biger, but it is 7 long. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3 distribution. That's 12 right there. And outside ace, hoo-hoo, another 4, 16. So you're going to overcall 1 heart. Would you maybe want to do 2 hearts? No, I don't think you have that many losers. It's definitely a self-sustaining suit, not semi. It's got a suit quality of 10. It's unlikely they would take any tricks in that suit. So you've got 2 losers in diamonds, 2 losers in clubs, and 1 loser in spade. Yeah, if your partner can give you 2 tricks, you've got, that only gives 3 losers. So don't bid 2 or 3 hearts. If your partner's a passed hand, it's still, they might have 2 tricks, so just 1 heart. You might even do a double and then bid hearts, but there's one problem with that, and I hope you see it. Somebody's going to probably bid spades. If you think you're going to do a double and rebid hearts, it may be before hearts before it gets back to you. So at least it's the lead direction if you do the suit. Yes, Grace.
A couple of questions. Eric, in correction, is from Indiana. That's why his grandma and your grandma said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The south hand had to discard or trump high. She wanted to know whether the discard or the diamond jack of trump high after the 13th hard led. I think that's still going back to the first
Well, I'm
hand.
going to try to address that, but there's a lot of stuff said there, so I'm going to try to make it quick, Grace, since we're on the next one. But thanks for the question, and I guess I would say is that once you have the 5 tricks, and there wasn't a chance for a loser on loser, which I kind of wondered if that was the implication. We'll see one of those coming up, though, so stand by, and I'd like to go ahead and continue with this hand.
Okay, real quick, just John does answer that, though. He says that it doesn't matter what card South plays, the jack of South and W will take a trick no matter.
That's exactly right. So if you thought, well, I'll pitch something, good point, but you've already lost 5 tricks, and the ship has left the dock once they get the 6th one. So it's not where we're worrying about down 1 or down 2, but it might be another hand. So that was, I think, a good question. So we're going to go to the north hand. So it was 1 club, 1 heart. What's going on here? How many is that long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Somebody had a 6, somebody had a 7, somebody had an 8 card suit. Your partner's opened. Oh my gosh, I don't know what you want to bid with this. 8 and the top 2, unless they've got queen. Now remember, there's only 5 cards out against you. Queen third in one of the hands is not that likely. It's maybe more like 2-2-1 is the thing. It's not likely there's going to be somebody with 3. It could be with all these shapely hands, but at any rate, you've only got 2 losers in, I'm not even going to count winners, 2 losers in hearts, probably none in clubs if my partners bid the suit, and 1 there, and probably 0. So, man, I might have a chance for a slam. So, 1 spade. You got the master suit. If they start coming in and get clever with 4 hearts, you can come back with 4 spades. So that would be the way I would do it. And you may have different thoughts. You may say, I just don't like a lot of drama. I want to go 4 spades right away. But I'm going to say 1 spade, and I'm going to show all 4 hands. Should I? Yeah, why not? This is keep this thing moving. Show those hands. Thank you. Okay, so after hearing 1 heart, you've got a doubleton of hearts and 6 long and diamonds. And a queen of spades. But that's where righty bid that suit. Forget that. So you're going to say, nope, I am going to pass. To south, you've heard your partner bid 1 spade. You could rebid 2 clubs. Sure, you've got a 6-bagger. You betcha. Okay, Grace.
Carl joins us. He says partner has some cover cards for the non-spades.
Yeah, that's true. You well said. Excellent. Cover cards. I like that. Those primary honors. Okay, no bid over by your partner, and we've heard a rebid of clubs by the south. So I think west is that either 3 hearts or 4 hearts. I would say I would look at the vulnerability. If we're vulnerable versus not, I may want to consider that. But yeah, if I go down 2 or 3 and I'm vulnerable, that's 500 or 800 points. It doesn't feel that good. But if it's equal vulnerability, I might just go 4 hearts. So let's say they do. I don't know. That's not the point of this lesson. It's going to be on defense, 4 hearts, and at least your partner knows you don't have like 6 or 8 points. And north, yeah, for sure, 4 spades. Coming back to south, do you want to go on? You know your partner's got values, but I think you'll pass probably, yeah, because you've got this diamond suit that's not looking that hot, and the heart suit that they've bid. So yeah, you've got 5. They could take several quick tricks right away. So no, we'll pass. So it's 4 spades in the north hand, and it's the lead is going to be over by the east hand. So east. What do you want to lead? Were you listening to everybody at the auction, or were you just mesmerized on your 6 diamonds to the king? Hopefully not. So yeah, they're going to lead the jack of hearts from a doubleton. So fine, that's cool. And then we're going to take a look at the dummy. The dummy is going to be the south hand. So let's get the opening lead. So we're going to go east and south, southeast. There we go. So we all enjoy this dummy that is the 6-3-2-2, and our partner over in the west signaled they like it. In fact, they said, I'm going to overtake it just in case it was a singleton. Very good move. So we're going to take a look from the west perspective now. That would be southwest. And your partner led the jack. Could be a singleton. We don't know, but there's a doubleton there. So it's a 7, 2, and 1 we've seen so far. So we're not sure on the heart break yet. So let's see what they play for their next one. You'd be thinking about what you would play here over from the west hand. Let's see what they play. They play the ace, and it completed a high-low doubleton, and it looks like it was a 7-2-2-2. Okay. So that sounds good. And look at that. Look at the south hand. Go like this. Make your head go bzzz, 45, and look at the dummy sometimes. It's okay. It's not going to think you're like staring at it. Or if you do, fine. But okay, the club suit is pretty threatening, and we don't have the queen of clubs. So that's something to bear in mind. Either they have it or my partner has it, either which that is not such a good thing. So we should be thinking about a little bit of maybe it's not going to be that easy. So I don't know. Do you want to go with the uppercut? Play the ace of hearts. Let's see what they do. Yes, they do. Oh, they don't allow the uppercut. They played the king. We weren't counting on that. Well, okay. Let's see what happens. I'm going to show all 4 hands at this point. They won with the king. No uppercut. Okay, so what are you going to do? Declare you're going to play your, let's north hand the ace. And they were not 3-0 in spades, so good. It was 2-1, so fine. So they're going to get the queen sometime of their trump, but what do we want to do? How about a club and another club up to, yeah. Okay, so play the ace of clubs and, yeah, pitch a diamond. Sure, why not? Sooner or later they'll take that spade, and you can see that they made 10 tricks. Well, there must be a better way to play this, and let's go ahead and see. The uppercut didn't work. I thought uppercuts always worked. Wasn't that the lesson on uppercuts? No, that's not the only thing in the lesson we're talking about. Grace.
I'll be right back.
Okay, she's got to take care of something, and we're going to get this next part of it. We're going to try it again, Sam. So I'm going to leave all the hands, and you can kind of follow along and see how we do. The Jack of Hearts to a low heart to the Queen of Hearts in case it was a singleton. Another high heart. It was 7-2-2-2, right? Everybody had 2. Okay. How about we play the ace of diamonds? Yeah, okay. We got the diamond trick. They did have 1 diamond there. Good. All right, our partner signaled with a 9 of diamonds. It looks like they must have the king. All right. We play a diamond, and oh, they roughed in. They only had a singleton. Yeah, that's right. They had 8 spades, so okay. Well, what are they going to do now? Play the ace of spades and the king of spades. Oh, drop the queen. We didn't get the uppercut, did we? Yikes. So you can see is that rest of the tricks they're going to get. So that didn't work. Man, is there a way to set this contract? Yes, there is. We're going to try it a third time. Go back. Jack of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, another top heart, 7-2-2-2 on the hearts. We are worried about this club suit, so we're going to take the ace of diamonds first. And our partner this time says, you know, yeah, I have the king, but I still want my uppercut in the spades. Like, you know, you've got the ace, obviously. And so, yeah, I'm going to just play low. Don't give me the king. Please, I want an uppercut. So the heart was led. And lo and behold, the uppercut does work, but you have to sometimes take it at the right time. This is a tricky hand, and I don't know if the next time we get out the table, any one of us will necessarily get it. But we might be thinking about, you know, the uppercut, the over rough, sometimes it works, but sometimes you have to be aware of something. You can't just blindly say, it'll work every time. I guarantee to my money back. No, it's like bridge. And sometimes bridge teachers don't want to tell you this. Things are, it depends. It doesn't mean you don't use your gray matter. Grace, you have a comment.
Hi, I'm back. And John says, play the ace of diamonds first to see how they fall, and then do an ace of hearts.
Yeah, and this brings up an excellent point. And the point is this. The longer the suit, the less likely that you're going to get anything with your ace, kings, and queens. Because, you know, if you have ace, king, queen 5 times, you're probably good for 2 or 3 tricks, as long as your partner doesn't have 4 of them. But if you've got ace, king, queen 6, or in this case 7 times, that could be a blessing and a curse as a defender. So, and that's what we're trying to say about the diamond suit, John, is that if you had 5 diamonds to the ace, man, and if your partner opened diamond and they still went to 4 spades, now I wonder if my ace is going to take a trick. With a tripleton, you know, if let's say the south hand, or excuse me, the east hand, for some reason opened 2 diamonds. I like just preempts with 6 cards. I used to be a rubber bridge player. I had to have a strong 2. But now I got the idea. I'm going to do it with king 6 times. Or let's say it was king queen 6 times. I would be okay with that, not vulnerable. Yeah, then you would have 3, and you know your partner doesn't have 7. They shouldn't be opening at the 2 level if they have 7. So you'd say, okay, my partner has 2. But those are the things you want to think about, is how long are they, which means sometimes we have to listen or look to see what's going on at the auction. And so I hope that helps. So Grace, do we have any other comments?
We do.
Okay.
John had also added east to the signal not to play diamonds since they are long and known count. That was right after his 2 previous comments, so you might have already addressed that.
Well, yes. Yes.
Was that yes?
Yes, John. That is so true. And I think that was very prophetic words for everybody else out there. John does teach, by the way. Is this John Shribs?
Yes.
John actually teaches on the cruise ships, but he was supposed to be over in Italy. It's finishing up in Rome. What a great place! And then this COVID-19 came through. But he'll be back in the cruise ships, I'm sure. So if you're on the high seas, is that John and Patty will entertain you? Yes, darling.
But then he got us.
But then on the interim, while you're stuck in your homes, yes, you're stuck with us.
And Carl wants to know, how many spades does West think that North has?
How many spades does West think that North has? Wow, that's a good question. I would say, here again, I'm just going to close my eyes and think about what I heard. My partner passed. I heard 1 club. I bid 1 hard. I said, yeah, I've got 7 of them. And then North thought for a bit, and they said 1 spade. Okay, the master suit. Maybe I looked at the vulnerability, and my partner said nothing. So, okay, I wasn't expecting it when both North and South have bid. And I heard 2 clubs. Okay, now I know there's 6 over there. So 6 there, and I only know 4 spades so far in the North. And I rebid some number of hearts. Maybe I do 3 hearts or something like that. And then they go 4 spades. It's like, wow, there's a lot of spades, and I have a singleton. Those are the things I believe that we know. I hope that helps. So, yeah, my partner doesn't have to have the queen doubleton of spades, but I'm glad that I don't have too many spades, since there's a lot of spades. The boat is leaning to the left with all the spades, and to my north, to the left of me. So I guess that's the best I could say that we could give you. Obviously, looking at the dummy, our partner led the jack with a doubleton, and so I don't think there's a guarantee. But here is the guarantee. You do the eyes right 45 degrees. I know if you're in the military, when they say eyes right, you go 45 degrees, because you're normally in a parade and you're marching along, eyes right, and you look at the dummy. Look at the dummy and think.
You're not looking at me when you say that, are you?
No, I'm looking to my right.
Oh, okay.
You're over here, honey.
Okay, well, it's opposite on the screen, so
yes,
maybe I am the dummy.
Anyway, you see the clubs, and the clubs say, I am spooked. And even the diamonds, if our partner has some diamonds, we know. So I think that's my best shot. No, it's not a guarantee. It's a great question, and we'll finish with that, I think. So I love these questions, man. We have got some bright students. Inquiring minds must know.
We do, and one of these days, I'm gonna put you on the spot, honey. I'm thinking about sending out a Stump Michael. And
listen, one of these days she's going to put me on the spot.
And a Stump Michael, where you send in questions and we'll get me an email address so he doesn't know, and then I'll filter those and we'll see what we can do to stump him. What do you think?
Stump the chump.
Stump the chump. What does John say?
West sees 3 spades and knows 6+ in the north hand, or 4 left, so East has at least 2. Or North would have just said 4 spades, right? Might have. If I had that North hand and I did have the queen, I think I'd still do the 1 spade, because I have some really strong interest in slam. And if I go to 4 spades, it kind of sounds like I've got nothing else. And you don't have much else, but the queen, it's nice to know when your partner rebid the suit. But a good question. Good comment.
And Larry says that the eyes right is 90 degrees, so he's saying it goes like this.
Not a snow.
No?
Not in the Army it was. I can tell you. I was over in Vietnam and the whole thing. Well,
He wants 50 push-ups. Okay. Come on, honey. Push-ups.
50 push-ups.
We'd go out of
We're
screen.
going down, yeah. I'll get back to you on those. At Fort Ord, I was pushing the fort away, though, in basic training. But that's another story for another time. So, hey, that was fun. Thank you all for being here today. And Grace, any closing thoughts?
Hit those thumbs up and tell a friend. Let them know that we're on at 1. And I'll have to reschedule that appointment because I forgot we were on at 1.
Speaking of which, that's a great point, is that, you know, if I could be an early bird and we could start it at 11 a.m., I suppose, or noon or something like that. This is 1. We said we would do 1 this week. But if you want to send an email or put it in the chat comments now, if you have interest in a little earlier time, by an hour or 2, you know, we're still kind of like getting the feel of this whole thing. But no 7 o'clocks for us.
Yeah, that's when he's going to bed.
No, because there's always last minute things in the morning to get ready for the show. So if you have a preference, rather than at 1 o'clock Pacific time, to be 11 o'clock, 2 hours earlier from whatever it is now, wherever you're at, let us know. I think we could probably get more people in Europe, and who knows, maybe some of the night owls over in Aussie land might be interested.
6 a.m. in Melbourne
It's too
is
early.
early enough. Yeah, that would definitely.
Oh, yeah, it's early.
Knox.
Knox here, Fort Knox, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
These glasses don't let me see.
No,
far.
or it might be the School of Hard Knocks. That would be where I graduated from. So thank you all for being here, for making it a fun show for us. And tomorrow, we're going to be defending some more. I'm not sure this weekend, for those of you who are Premium and Ultra, if it's going to be on the defense strategies, but we have a lot of hands on the weekend. So until then, as
Happy
always,
trails.
happy trails.
Bye-bye.
Peace
Have
out.
a good night,
Bye
day.
for now. Good
Whatever
night,
it is
day.
for you.
Yeah, wherever you're at, make
Have
it
fun.
good. Bye-bye. Happy trails to you until we meet again.